So I guess this is a little bit of a conclusion. I basically just want to make this before I rip the motor out for the season. We gotta do some stuff with the transmission. I'm flaring in third gear, so that's got to get fixed. But I never did like a conclusion on the turbo because it does run now. Yeah, so it's drinking coolant for some reason. So last we left off at doing my coolant runs, and remember I was saying it's all different size piping down here. So I ended up not using this pipe. I ended up just running a separate tube for that second coolant line going to the heater core because, and then adapting it. I don't know if we can see that down there, but let me switch to manual focus. So you can see down there that it's adapted and pressure fit over there. And then if we come over here, let's see if I can get a focus on that. You can see I abandoned it and it goes right into my water neck down there. Another update, because I didn't trust press fit on the internal map sensor on the Mega Squirt, I ended up adding a GM. I got this finally working, my GM 3-bar map sensor, which is all hose clamped, and it's a more reliable source per se. Same thing, quad spark. I did get my battery moved out of here, so I have all this room now. Eventually, what's going to end up happening, this got to get moved back there once I get my fuel setup figured out. I got aluminum piping to bring that turbo intake down around here, drop down, and then it's going to come out here. I'm going to drill a hole in the side, and that should take care of that. And then, like I said, I relocated my battery. So I ran 1/0 cable under the car, and it comes up back here. They got to be sealed up a little bit, but they come back here and they go to a distribution block, which eventually what has to happen, since it is relocated, technically this isn't track legal anymore, NHRA. So what needs to happen is I got to bring my alternator wire back here, connect it straight to the battery. And then I got to have a disconnect that goes out to the bumper of my car so they can run up and pull it or push it to shut off my car. You can also see I got in a removable steering wheel. My bulkhead leaks on my oil pan, which is not good, and my oil pressure sensor also leaks. So that's going to get fixed when I yank all this out. Let's get this thing started. Take you on a little drive, I guess. We're at 100 degrees on my coolant. You know what? I think when I turn into this bone, I'm going to slow it down. 160 now. I wasn't even like a rip. I can't see past this car. bit, but that's also because my trans isn't 100%. You heard quite a few flares. And these rods aren't really meant for boost, so I'm trying to keep it down. And plus I do boost creep, so if I do go wide open, it just boost cuts on me, because I have boost cut set to 10 psi, and I don't want to change that because I don't need to blow up this engine, because I want to have it rebuilt for forged pistons and basically internals. And yeah, I don't need to blow a hole through this block. I do it with my next one. So we're cool right now, 171. I think it just drinks coolant. Probably blew the head gasket at some point, like a slight hole, but yeah, it's not bad. So anyway, that's the update on the turbo swapped on this. And my next goal is to do forge internals, finish up with the here, I turn this off. Let's leave fan running. Finish up with forge internals, keep the factory SRT4 turbo. We're just gonna max it out about 20 psi. It does lose efficiency around there, but that should net me about 400 horsepower with all the other supporting mods. If you haven't heard of all my other mods, check out my other videos. This engine is pretty much fully built. I mean, minus rods right now and pistons. Every mod that you could possibly think of other than rods and pistons is pretty much done to it. So yeah, so I'm looking about if we can max out that turbo. I got big intercooler on here. I think we can push about 400. We do need to get the fuel system done, but other than that, this motor's got to come out and get redone. So let me just shut this down, and I think that is the conclusion for this video. I don't think I showed this, but if you want to see how my steering wheel goes on, there's a little button here. You push this, you pull this back, and if you want to be fancy like all the TikTokers, you hold in the middle here. We're not. Be fancy here, you want to hold the steering wheel tight, so it makes the ding. If not, it just gets absorbed. I'm sure different steering wheels have different regulations. Oh, okay, it did it there too, but sometimes it doesn't do it. So, ow, it was my ears. So anyway, that's that. Turn that off. Other than that, it does run pretty good for what it is. Hopefully next year I get to the track. I gotta fix all my leaks. They won't let me run if I have leaks. I do want to kind of get a, you know what, let's just cut it off here, because that time will come when I get to explain all the other mods on this car and upcoming.